Kenny Omega was once widely regarded as one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. His critically acclaimed matches were able to bring new eyes to Japanese pro wrestling, also known as Puroresu. Yes, Puroresu, or simply Puro, has been steadily climbing in the past years, but North American fans hadn't paid this much attention since the WCW NJPW exchange of the 1990s, along with the tape trading days of the Four Pillars of Heaven in All Japan. This boom was achieved by practically a video game weeb from Canada. Yeah, I said it. And yes, his YouTube series, Being the Elite, with the Young Bucks and company, played an essential role in the creation of All Elite Wrestling. But his matches as the Cleaner lit the fuse that eventually caused this powder keg of notoriety to blow. I'm Vanden, and right now, we will be taking a look at the Cleaner, Kenny Omega. As cliche as this sounds, in order to understand the Cleaner, you have to understand his origins. So as a quick background, Kenny arrived in Japan in 2008 after uploading videos of himself wrestling and challenging DDT wrestler Kota Ibushi. Ibushi eventually answered and Kenny made his way to the land of the rising sun. They were able to have amazing matches with each other. One of them was so wild, they were banned from the famous Budokan Arena for quite some time. But whether it was them facing each other or together as the Golden Lovers, Ibushi and Kenny were setting out to change the world, inside and out of wrestling. Ibushi and Omega also wrestled a blow-up doll, and Kenny had a match with a 9-year-old girl. It pissed off a lot of people. You know what? Everyone has a past. Anyway, Kenny immersed himself in Japanese culture and society. Goodness sake, he became fluent in the language and moved there permanently. The Japanese audience adored him, and for him, the feeling was mutual. On October 3rd, 2014, at a press conference, Kenny drove the point home that he was not a gaijin or foreigner of Japan, but a native. Needless to say, Kenny Omega was not only Canadian, but Japanese as well. Many people criticized him for what most deemed a bubbly personality. He was too good, a white meat babyface who always smiles, a comedy wrestler. On top of that, he was being outshined by his partner Kota Ibushi. It was announced in early October of 2014 that Kenny would be signing with New Japan. A month later, after his contract expired from DDT, Kenny would make his debut the following November at Power Struggle, doing the unthinkable and joining the villainous stable, the Bullet Club. This was when the Cleaner was born. This was not the same Kenny Omega. This was someone who was more cold and calculated. Kenny debuted in the ring at Wrestle Kingdom 9 against Ryusuke Taguchi for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight belt. His style was more ruthless. He didn't care. If he had to cheat, well, he was going to cheat. Whereas before Kenny would do his promos in Japanese, now they are almost exclusively in English. When he does speak Japanese, it's a way for him to mock the people who once accepted him as one of their own. Stone Cold Steve Austin even said on his podcast before that Kenny behind the mic was venomous. The Cleaner was not someone to mess with. Held by the Young Bucks and eventually forming the Elite, this version of Kenny will not be an afterthought to his former partner, Kota Ibushi. The critics who were calling him bubbly before, now, were silent. The Cleaner himself is supposed to be an assassin, the guy who cleans up the crime scene. Not like Walter White and Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad cleaning up Emilio's remains. Y'all remember that? It got kind of messy. But someone who actually cleans up crime scenes. The Japanese audience did not think of this and thought of a literal cleaner, like a janitor. Kenny reiterated time after time that it was not a janitor, but eventually he turned on his creative cap and decided to lean into it. bringing a broom along with other janitorial items to the ring. He even swept the broom to his own theme. And another one.
大きなバケツ、そしてほうきを持って一歩一歩高くももを上げながら花道を掃除しながらザ・クリーナーが登場してきます。ステップを軽快に踏みます。現 IW
On Don Callis' podcast, Kenny pointed out that the cleaner was a combination of a few video game characters, with Sylvester Stallone's character from Cobra mixed in. He also pointed out before that with the Okada feud, he envisioned the cleaner as sort of an android that kept rising to fight, almost like the Terminator. Kenny eventually worked his way up to being the leader of the Bullet Club by dethroning AJ Styles with the help of the Young Bucks. Moving up in weight from the junior heavyweight division to the heavyweight division, the cleaner was ascending to his next level and preparing to tear through the competition. The following month, Kenny would win the vacant IWGP Intercontinental Championship from Hiroshi Tanahashi, Japanese John Cena for all you newbies. Not long after that, the Bucks and him won the never openweight six-man tag titles. He eventually would drop both belts, but did cap off his 2016 with a win in the G1 Climax, New Japan's premier and most enduring tournament. Kenny became the first Gaijin to win the G1. Remember, that means foreigner in Japanese. See? Y'all are learning something today. The winner of the tournament earned a contract to face the IWGP Heavyweight Champion at New Japan's WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th the following year. Kenny defended his briefcase successfully each time, and once January 4th, 2017 came around, he and then IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada set the wrestling world on fire. They went on to have 3 more insanely good matches. And to get you thinking about this, out of a possible 20 stars between the 4 matches, Dave Meltzer had awarded them a total of 25.25 stars. You had 6 out of 5 stars in the first and third match, 6.25 in the second match, and the 7-star 2 out of 3 falls final match. In the meantime, Kenny became the first IWGP US Heavyweight Champion and helped spearhead their invasion in America. He wasn't just having amazing matches with Okada, he did so with everyone he came in contact with. Tomohiro Ishii, Chris Jericho, Michael Elgin, Tetsuya Naito, and many, many more. After reuniting with his former partner Kota Ibushi, you could say Kenny ascended again into not only the cleaner, but the best bout machine. And if you're keeping track at home, Kenny as the best bout machine is like Super Saiyan 3 Goku without all the screaming. He would eventually capture the elusive IWGP Heavyweight Championship from his rival, Kazuchika Okada, holding the belt until Wrestle Kingdom 13, where he would lose the belt to Japanese John Cena Hiroshi Tanahashi, ending his tenure as the champ and leaving the company shortly thereafter. I know we have not seen much out of Kenny since joining AEW. He had a good lengthy run as one half of the tag champs with Hangman Page. Some of his matches have been hit or miss. In my opinion, his 2 best singles matches so far are the 30-minute Iron Man match with Pac and his unsanctioned match with Jon Moxley. Fight me on that second one. But they are nowhere near the level he's been before. Honestly, this is a good thing given how much we've been able to see other talent shine. But in my opinion, I think it's time for the cleaner to make his long-awaited return. I've heard people wanting a more dangerous and cocky version of the cleaner, and you know what? I'm okay with that. To put this into perspective, Junior Heavyweight Kenny Omega as the cleaner is base form Super Saiyan. Heavyweight Kenny is Super Saiyan 2, and the best bout machine is simply Super Saiyan 3 as stated before, which means this next form of the cleaner needs to be Super Saiyan God or something close to it. You know what? Just forget it. We're going to go with a full-on send. Super Saiyan 100. Thank you all for joining me. This is a brand new channel of mine, so please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If there's anything you would like for me to cover, please let me know. And for Flair's sake, no Montreal. None. Now, I'm not doing Montreal. We're not doing that one. But until next time, my fellow humans, I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.